This week in Black Excellence, let's just talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously no spoilers.
No, we would never do that. I mean, it should be coming out somewhere near you in a couple of hours.
Right. If you don't go see Black Panther this weekend, I don't know what you are doing.
I'm just confused.
Because it don't make no sense. You need to make your way.
So we were fortunate enough to we weren't at the same screening.
No, I don't think we were.
No, I went to the Marvel one.
Yeah, I think the one with the cast, right?
No. Well, I walked in right at the last preview. So it's possible they were there, but I think the one that you went to was different. I think that you went to the one that was like Twitter or something.
Yeah. It was like a Twitter sponsored, and it was
one.
Most of the cast was there at the same time. So it was like a little Q&A with the cast before the movie, which made a lot of sense. Because if you do it after the movie, then we're going to be like, hey, nigga, what was it like doing this? Be an extra.
So many niggas I know have been able to breathe the same air as Michael B. Jordan this week, and I'm just devastated.
Oh, yeah. I honestly I felt that energy very much being in the theater. And then Lupita made him do the on-demand push-up. Have you seen this?
No.
So I guess he lost a bet with her. And so now he has to do on-call push-ups, which means whenever she's like, give me one, he has to stop whatever they're doing and give her a push-up.
That is sick, man.
It's everything. And so in the middle of the Q&A, she was like, where's my push-up at? It was everything. And she did it again at the whatever next screening they went to. I saw it on Instagram when she made him do it again. I'm like, I'm for this because Michael B. Jordan is fine. So sexy.
So I just want to say that as a Black Panther fan, and I'm not even like the hardest of hardcore Black Panther fans that know every issue that has ever touched God's earth and like every line and every bubble or whatever.
Really not.
But I have definitely been a fan and followed for many, many years. First of all, I can't even explain like the glee in not only being a Black person to be able to witness this type of film, but like a Black fan of comics and this part. I can't even believe this is happening, to be honest with you. Like,
I cannot believe it's real.
The fact that it is not only happening, but it was executed so phenomenally.
Right. Like perfectly. This movie is so good.
It is so good. Like, it's like a couple of my friends and stuff that asked me about it were like, does it live up to expectations or like to the hype? And I said, I feel like it definitely exceeds it.
It exceeded mine.
And I expected it to be entertaining.
When they said Ryan Coogler and then named that cast, I was like, no, it's going to be life.
Like, no, it is.
Not you wearing this in memory of Taylor Swift shirt.
I just threw something on. It was black. It matched. Whatever. We're not here to talk about white people. We're here to talk about Black Panther. Black Panther, like the acting,
so
the cinematography, the designs of the set, the costumes, everything.
Even the fight scenes.
The fight sequences were amazing. The special effects. Fucking the whole cast. The entire, the entire cast. I'm just going to be quiet before I say too much.
Shout out to Angela Bassett. Shout out to Letitia Wright, who is my new, everything. She is everything. That character in the movie is probably the funniest one.
Yeah.
She has some amazing lines that you niggas are going to be quoting at each other for months, and I can't wait. But it's just so good.
I hope that Shuri gets a Black Panther suit in the sequel.
Shuri is me if I ever paid attention in chemistry. If I had actually bothered to be worth a damn in science and math, then Shuri is the person that I would have turned out to be. As a person who never read a Black Panther comic book and didn't know anything about it.
You don't have to.
Right. No, you don't. First of all, if you're like, oh, I don't get comic books, bitch, me either. Right. And the movie is still everything.
It's still everything.
You're going to love it. And You're going to wish Wakanda was real. And so that if white people were like, go back to Africa, you would be like, guess what, bitch?
I'm on the next one smoking, sis. Bye.
Africa's huge. I don't even know which country in particular my people came from. But if I could just get my ass up and go back, bitch, what?
And I loved that also it wasn't it was so Black. In like across the board, in every kind of whatever a Black person is in your mind, just checking right off of the list. It was so authentic in that, but at the same time, it wasn't like heavy-handed and like pandering and extra in its blackness. There was like maybe one thing I just like that kind of like grates my nerves about black cinema, although I will still go out and see it if it's worth seeing. I hate when you see those movies that like they know black people come out to see it and they fill it with a bunch of like, hey niggas lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like a whole bunch of like social media references and a whole bunch of like all of a sudden you talking about like the Housewives of Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop or something. Like they always throw lines in there that they feel like whatever black Twitter is going to go up for. Maybe like one line.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's
you
not
could say that.
heavy-handed or like overdone or anything like that. It's just fantastic.
It gives so many layers of like the black experience and so many different points of view that it's almost like I'm just gonna stop talking. It's like
there's only so much we can say without giving away too much, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody because no one ruined it for me, and it was perfect.
And it's been the longest wait, so I'm not even. All I am going to say to y'all niggas is, go see.
You have to
Black Panther. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what color your skin is. I mean, maybe we should have priority seating, but that's just my.
Right. I also don't care what color you are. Go see the movie. Just don't ask.
It is just good.
Don't bother black people about the movie. Isn't this so great for you guys? Don't you love finally having a movie about you? Like, bitch, just watch it.
Like, you deserve this.
Just watch
you deserve. Shut up.
Just watch the fucking movie because we damn. There's no excuses, black people. Honestly, if you don't see it by Monday, I don't know how you're going to avoid spoilers because I feel like all of Negro America will have seen this movie by the end.
I don't even know what's going to, like, I'm going to be fighting not to open my mouth at this show on Saturday, honestly. Because I'm just assuming most of the niggas in attendance have seen it already because what's wrong with you?
Right. A couple people tweeted me like, oh no, on Saturday at the show, I hope nobody spoils it.
I'm trying to be considerate.
Yeah.
Because it's technically the weekend's not over.
Right. The weekend is not over.
And
a lot of people go Sunday after church.
Right.
A lot.
Especially us.
Yes. Especially black.
That's true.
It's going to be a lot of people planning that sort of thing.
They're already saying that the movie is like anticipated to rake in like over 160 million in the opening weekend alone. So,
well, I mean a large percentage of that is thanks to you.
I mean,
because you have done your share.
I purchased many tickets. Right?
I purchased like half a row for Sunday. I'm just gonna send out a group text and be like, "Who wants to go?"
Me.
Okay.
Like what?
Well, the Magic Johnson in Harlem. Shout out to black people. By then, I will have already seen this movie 3 times, so I don't mind going to see it with a bunch of loud ass Negroes.
Oh, I bought a ticket intentionally at the Magic Johnson Theater for that experience.
Yeah.
Like, my first of all, again, I was lucky enough to go and see it at the screening.
Right.
So most of the people there were like Marvel fans or industry niggas.
Thank you, Twitter, for the invite
got
for the screening. Really appreciate it.
Charlamagne was sitting like right by me he had on a Black Panther mask for an inappropriate amount of time.
Oh my God. Of course he did.
His beautiful lady was there with him. I got to meet her again. And
every time I talk to her, I'd be like, how do you do
that is the first thing I asked her. I think the first time I met her was at Smart Funny and Black Amanda Seales show in Brooklyn. And I was like, hey, so nice to meet you. So how do you do this? How do you deal?
I had a conversation with her and I was like, but you're so lovely. Why are you married to?
You're absolutely beautiful. You're well put together. You seem, I was like you have your wits about you. What is it? Right. And she told me I make sure he leaves that Charlamagne shit at work.
I know that's right.
He doesn't bring that shit in my house.
I know that's right.
And I was like, well,
you don't bring that shit in my door. Yes, amen.
And then so I'm going to see it at iPick. I actually got another ticket, but I feel like those times overlap. So I've seen it already. So I'm going to go to iPick and get drunk and high and then watch it again. Right. And then I got tickets to go at Magic Johnson Theater because I just have to experience it opening weekend around niggas.
Yeah.
I would have already seen it twice. Mm-hmm. So I'm not like, you're not ruining anything for me at this point.
Right. Because I need to hear I'm very glad I went to that screening because I got to hear all the lines. And
right.
People were like having a good time, but not doing the so much like weed.
Right.
Right, but the Magic Johnson Theater is showing Black Panther like every 30 minutes this week.
That's
there are
fucking
so many screenings.
Absolutely. Black.
There are so many screenings.
Negro.
Or there's so many showtimes this weekend. So just find $20 or whatever it costs in your city to go to the movies because this shit is everything.
The only excuse that you have to not have seen this movie this weekend is either like financial issues that I understand.
Right.
Or there were literally none left. Like none.
Or like something happened to your grandma or something. Everything else is just like
emergency.
Everything else is like, girl, I don't know what she was thinking about.
Right.
Because it's only so long before niggas are going to start tweeting all the good quotes and bootleg Instagram videos going to be going
tomorrow night. Are you kidding me? Like, expects that tomorrow by like a smooth 8:45, 9, that they're going to be uploading the girls. So just...
It's so good. It's
we have
really
already
well done.
Talked, like, think about how we discuss Scandal. Think about how we discuss Shmurda.
Right.
Think about how we discuss Beyonce. Like, all of the guidelines of how not to have those things ruined for you.
Right.
Follow the same thing for Black Panther if you so care. And I would. It is a wang dang doodle of a good motherfucking time.
It is so good.
It's just good. I'm sorry.
Ryan Coogler is a fucking genius. I don't know how that man does what he does, but I've never seen a bad movie directed by Ryan Coogler. And the Ryan Coogler-Michael B. Jordan combination is one that I don't think I will ever get tired of.
I need it all in my life.
Because, bitch, when I tell you I sat there and cried for 44 whole minutes at the end of...
Fruitvale?
Yes, at the end of Fruitvale. Even though I knew what was going to happen.
It doesn't matter.
I cried the whole time like a little bitch. I was like, wait, but I'm still in tears.
And I feel like that is like, there are like directors, writers, and people specifically that can make that happen because you did know what was going to happen. And obviously that wound is still a little fresh.
Right.
But like the ability to take the fact that we see it coming, we know what's going to happen and still make it so like moving and powerful. Yeah. It's only a couple of filmmakers that could do that type of shit.
Right. There's only a few and he's definitely one of them.
And I definitely felt when they announced that he was directing, I was like, oh, I know it's a bunch of white folks, even probably over at Marvel and Disney, that are like, let's see how this nigga does. Let's see it. You're gonna see with a bunch of zeros after that dollar sign this coming weekend.
It's everything. Also,
I'm so excited.
The Dora Milaje, how am I not in that? Like, what?
They were my favorite part.
Yeah. So Denai Guerrera is already just like somebody, like when she walked out at the Twitter screen, I was just like about to break down.
Look like this?
Because how is your face that fucking... How are you next to Lupita Nyong'o, who also has a perfect face?
Yeah.
And the both of you are just like equally stunning and in your own ways. And I've seen them work together before because I went and saw Eclipsed on Broadway, which is Denai's play, and Lupita started it. It's really, really good. It's not running anymore. So if you didn't see it, it's just too bad for you. But
sucks.
It was so, so good. And then to see them in this movie, the fact that there are 4 Black female leads or like characters that have like real stories or whatever, like actual developed personalities, and they're not all the same. Like they differ in some ways, and they aren't always on the same page, and it's just like, but still 4 badass Black women, like
each and every one of them,
and not the stereotypical light-skinned mixed girl that everybody always chooses, but just like us. Like, oh God, it's so good. Go see it. Go. Sterling K. Brown is in this shit, nigga. What? I screamed.
That might have been a spoiler. What? I didn't know if I knew that he was in it.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's public information, but
I definitely didn't. Not. I definitely didn't know he was in it.
Okay, well, hopefully that wasn't a spoiler for you guys. But I didn't say anything else about what he does. So.
I mean, whatever.
Just go see the fucking movie. And I really want to be. I want to give birth to Shuri. I just want to be that person's mother. She's everything.
The whole show could be about why I love this movie.
Right.
Everything about it.
But we're still talking.
Every fucking thing about it. Every single time Denai took that fucking spear and went clink, clink.
Yes. Oh, God.
All right. I'm done.
Oh, shit. No, it really, yeah.
So Black Panther is excellence this
Go
week.
See that shit.
The Black Panther soundtrack is also excellence this week because it is pretty fucking dope as well. The All the Stars video is Black excellence this week because I have never seen such a beautiful, sexy, amazing, colorful, perfect Black video. All right. I think I've gotten all of that out of my system. How long was that? 20 minutes?
It was probably a good 15 of just standing for this movie.
Maybe only like 2 half spoilers. Possibly.
I don't even know. I
don't
like
think
that was.
so.
I feel like that was spoiler free.
What you said, I probably just missed, and what I said was in the trailer.
Right. Like, it's nothing. We didn't give away anything that's going to ruin the movie for you by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all.
But you niggas should go see this.
You should hurry up.
Right.
Because as you can tell, we're fighting not to. So there's only so much we can take.
And trust me, like, you mad at us now because you haven't seen it, but once you see it, you're going to want to spoil it for everybody else.
Just hurry up.
So just go see Black Panther.